Hello everyone, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to the first episode of Today I F***ed Up, the Batchat 25T. Now, because this is the first time I'm doing this video, let me explain. This is a video being, how shall I say, inspired by a League of Legends YouTuber called Panzer Dragons. Like 3 or 4 years ago, he did a review of his sessions and said what was good, what was bad, because his major goal was to be the best jungler, or rather rank 1 jungler and rank 1 player on the NA cluster, which is obviously very hard to do. And I kind of want to try something similar for World of Tanks. And the idea is that today I've did a session in the Bat Chatillion 25 team because I want to try to free market. Yes, I know, Raging, you are so outdated. You're literally free marketing a tank which nobody else is free marketing at the moment. Today's session was actually not that bad. 21 games, 3600 DPG, 57% win rate, could be better actually, and around 700-ish spot damage. What I want to do is have a look at several bad games. I don't really see the point of showing you, let's say, the 5000 damage game. There's no real point into that. And there's no real point for me to rewatch those games. Because let's be honest, what am I supposed to learn from a good game? Sure, there are always some tiny mistakes. But I obviously want to see what I've did wrong. So, I guess I'm just handpicking maybe 3 or 4, depending how the time is going, games which I've played, which were bad, and showcase them to you, so we can have a look at what I could have done better. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let's just jump into the first game. Yes, this is actually the last game I've played today. Because this game was so bad and I was so match and so molding that I just Alt F4'd my stream and the game. Yes, I did have to eat anyway, but I just Alt F4'd after this game. This was a bad encounter. The biggest mistake I've personally done is not listening to my own rules, which is don't rely on your teammates. Obviously, when you're streaming to an audience and streaming in general, you usually start to play more on a autopilot mode, meaning you just know map XYZ has position YZX, which you usually can go to do proper farming. The biggest problem I then do most of the time is, rather than looking at this thing right here, I'm looking at the chat. So I just autopilot to the position I want to go, and not notice that the position I went is suddenly useless because my team decided to sell me out. Like seriously, they sold me out like more than a cheap woman on the street which was begging to get some intercourse. If you want to use it properly. Now, my idea for this game was basically to try and spot for our TDs this position over here. This position is obviously the house of a lot of people loving to just camp and do some. That's just how this map works in attack and defense mode. And this is why I decided to say, you know what, I have a clip potential, I'm just going to YOLO over there, and as you even can see, I did a little bit of communication with my team. I was just pinging this stuff over here so they know that I'm going there. The problem is though, at this point, I've already was way too committed to maybe be able to try and pull out again. Yeah, tell that to somebody which got an unwanted baby. Yeah. I was thinking and I was expecting to have a TD maybe over here, maybe the Gorilla 15 over here, and maybe some sniper over here. Because that's the whole point of this position. You are able to give your team loads of spots. And with the Batchat being a pretty decent and fast tank, it shouldn't be a big issue. I didn't spot the Kampfpanzer 50T over there yet, so that was very nice for me personally, because I was able to get into this position without getting spotted, which is obviously a Poggy's moment. So now I've decided to either try to spot him or try to spot some people via proxy range. Here already being the first mistake apparently. Some people or a friend of mine said I should have gone more south, meaning maybe around here, as I would have been safe from the Kampfpanzer 50T and be able to proxy spot some people over there. Now, obviously, the Guerrilla 15 is being spotted. You can see I turn around, and I think this is the second big mistake. Because nobody is doing a thing to him, I decide to shoot at him. Which obviously works out fairly well. I still didn't notice at this point that our TD sold me out. By the way, very bad last shot. The fourth one was a bit unlucky. And make a guess what happens next. I don't know this guy if he had like some medication which made him hyperactive, but you have to remember at this point that basically our team didn't show yet. So he decides to just YOLO like, I personally would call it an ape. I don't know, ooga booga ooga. He just went in and I have to pull out. Very fun, by the way, when this person, as you can see, my annoyance is immeasurable and my game is ruined. Yeah. You don't need to be a mathematics, an engineer, to just understand that at this point I was dead anyway. Like, there's no point for me telling you this. I'm dead. Because this 5100 decides to do one of the dumbest moves ever, in my opinion, to just YOLO down here without even knowing where the Guerrilla 15 or the ISU 152K is. That would have been 1500 damage. Just the right amount of damage by him, for him to die. However, one big thing which happened, which I cannot understand, is how the hell did the WZ-132 get over here? Yes, I know it's a scout, but I also do have pretty decent view and have, I think, around 462 meters of view, which should be enough on those distances to spot him. Now, what can I learn from this mistake? Obviously, I cannot trust my teammates. That is the first thing, and this is probably the best example you can ever get, to not trust your teammates. And yeah, I guess I should have just gone sniping. That is what I probably should have done. And in such situations, I shouldn't be trying to do the plays and rather stay a little bit more passive. I wanted to do a play, I wanted to get some easy spot damage, because easily this is 4,000 spot damage if I had some proper TDs standing behind. But then again, if you have a person standing over here, like, seriously, this position right here is absolutely useless. You now see those people, like they are being able to get spotted, but he's way too far back. He can't see anything. If you just have a look at this position right here, like he was back here, around in the A3 corner. So let me just real quickly use the grid, which I don't know where it is. It should be this one, yeah. A3 corner, he was back here. And as you can see, he has around 500 meters of view range to be able to shoot at people. So he's nowhere near close to shoot at people. Again, in such situation, usually I really like to go onto this spot to be able to shoot up here. As you can see, 550 around is the maximum render distance. And there are some decent spots where you can hide in. Now, obviously, you have this little pocket over here. You have some bushes over there. So yeah, him being back there is absolutely useless for me. And I basically just got sold out. I really don't understand this position of this player over there. So yeah, I think in this situation, I should have gone in... Like, I see a lot of people going over here. The thing is, though, depending how many people are going up there, I might be dead very soon anyway. I think next time I might just be the Uniscum and just camp in the background, especially when I'm started getting close to the third mark. Because again, as much I can do, I just get killed with literally 630 spot damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's very, very frustrating. That's absurdly frustrating because there are so many people spotted. IS-3, E50 up there being spotted, and I literally just die with not even a proper clip. So yeah, that was the first time I f***ed up today. Yes, the next map is Serene Coast. If you're looking at the matchmaking, it's your typical tier 10 matchmaking, except that there is no artillery. The biggest problem which I'm personally facing with Serene Coast is that it's an absurdly stupid corridor of duty type of map. And you will see me struggling insanely hard with this map. The thing is, and this is what I have to do in a breakdown like this to show you what was my thought process and why this game was bad, so we are all on the same level. The thing is, I can't really go on to C1, even though there's no art, which is excellent, trust me boys. The problem is, against two STB1s and a CS63 which is faster than me, I have no chance there. I can try to go onto the heavy line, because there are actually some spaces which we can use on this map. They are a little bit sneaky and they are obviously a little bit more risky. I don't really want to use this spot right here to try to do the cross spot because, again, 3 scouts, one of which being a T100 LT. The position which I meant is trying to go over here and farming the heavies while they're driving over here. Again, we have a 3-clip autoloader, 5-clip autoloader, which has like 1950 burst, which is obviously amazing. The thing I've decided to do is to go over here into this position bush, and sadly enough be completely useless, as you will see soon here. I am going to not use the cam like this, like my aim cam, because I want to go through this match very quickly, because you can see there's simply no point. Like, I was completely useless the whole freaking time. And the problem is, there aren't really any positions where I can shoot at those people from this spot. So basically the spot is me just being useless and rubbing one off in the bushes, you know? Being the typical bush camper wanker. There's really no point in me staying in this position right here. As you can see, I am standing long. The problem is though, where should I have gone else? I think that when I'm just rewatching this position down here would have still been the best choice. Sure, I might not be spotting any heavies over here, but I still would have been more useful in the beginning stages of the game than just standing around in this position. So now, as you can see, I'm just pacing left and right, thinking where should I go, what should I be able to do, trying to get some shots up there, because I saw the 430U, the STB1 over peaking and stuff like this. Now I see the Batchat over there, nothing I can do really. As you can see, I'm still pacing, I'm searching and searching and searching. Excuse me. And I simply cannot get a point where I can do any damage. I can't really YOLO the CS63. Why? 2000 hit points. I have 1950 burst, and knowing my Batchat and knowing my skill at this point, I just know that I will not be able to fully get all the points out. So now I see, yo, there's object 268, maybe I should be able to get it over there. Nope, never mind, I see that they're falling over there, and I saw, yo, the Batchat is being very aggressive, maybe I can do something over there, and I'm still pacing and pacing and pacing and still not getting a single round off. I'm still full rounds after almost 4 minutes of game. So now I see those people are pushing, you know, doing some stuff, trying to go in, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll go back to base and try to defend. And then I see, yo, my people are coming from the back, and I guess I do have to try and YOLO this, because they are pushing over there. Like, seriously, I was just prepping here. Like, this is so stupid. This is so bad by me. Like, way too late, I decide to try and help my people up there. Now they're basically already dead. You know? Yeah, so stupid played by me. Like, just rewatching this, it absolutely hurts. I think next time I really just go over there and maybe try to do plays over this side and maybe do some stuff on the heavies. But, yeah. Shot going somewhere else where I was not aiming, but also bad aim by me. I should have gone for a D-track shot over there. So yeah, I decided, you know what, I have to do something now, and I tried to clip him out, and I get him. And well, Batchat camping here, STB1 being able to shoot at me, CS63 shooting from over there on the move, and yeah, that was basically me. I wasn't able to do anything anymore. Like, seriously, the game is over. My gun is done, and yeah, that was a tragic game, seriously. I've played that absolutely, how I like to call it, dog shit. Yeah, next time, I seriously just have to use this position over here to maybe get some spots, or maybe not even spot myself, and just hope that our scout is doing some work. And once more, I have to look more at my minimap. I could have gone over here much earlier, so our people wouldn't have died over here. I would even go as far and say that that L went on my forehead, to be honest, for our team. That was Just such badly played by me, like holy balls, especially when I'm now rewatching it. And the last game for today is on steps, which is also not a really good game. It is your typical tier 10 game, which is, for me personally, matchmaking wise, it's just for puking. Like seriously boys, that's such an annoying matchup you have to play. 2 EBRs, a Sheridan, 3 RT pieces, fun, because it basically means you're not allowed to do anything. However, this time around, I decide to do a little bit more of camping, which is puggies. What I've decided to do is prepping this position up here by being a lumberjack, getting all those bushes and trees down. Yes, it obviously makes it more likely that the people know where I am. As you can see, good shot by the 140, by the way, trying to do a blind shot over there. But it's just me prepping the position so I'll be able to do some rounds. Very good move by the 140, actually trying to use this tree over there. I think that is what he wanted to do. Meanwhile, I myself saw him overextending and trying to give him a D-track shot, which sadly didn't work out. But still, because we're using those trees, which I just lumberjacked, I'm able to try and do some double bushing. 50-meter rule, the most important rule in World of Tanks to be a stealthy ninja. But, as you can see, shot into the side of the 140, decided to go to the turret, aka it's your typical Batchat clip. Now, right now we just have to wait. Again, with 3 RDs and an EBR, and wowie! That is something which I didn't expect. The 430U being able to get a shot out because this EBR just spots me. Like, I didn't even spot him, I guess he was playing with CVS, and even though I have a fully stacked camo crew, yeah, he just got the double spot, and yeah, there we go. Already 1300 hit points. Well, not 1300, 1200 hit points. RIP, because I wasn't able to spot the EBR in time, knowing that he was coming. And because I was moving behind the bushes, he gets a double camo breaking from CVS. And at least we are able to get one other low roll back into his face and not getting spotted by the double bush mechanic. Now, seeing how aggressive they are playing, I decide to pull back. I do think that at this point I still didn't do anything majorly wrong. I think it was just very, very unfortunate that the EBR was able to get so close without getting spotted and being able to spot me through the bushes because of Q range and CVS. Now, seeing the M60 over there, I decide to not go into this position as well and decide to go up here. And a little bit of climbing magic. You should watch Chatillion for that one right there. And I once again decide to do a little bit of bush potential, you know. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Doing some lumberjacking, obviously giving a my position if the people are noticing that the trees are falling over there. Which the S-cock definitely isn't. That was a bad shot. I have to be completely honest, that was a bad shot. I should have never taken that shot. But as you probably can notice from the shots I'm taking, I am a little bit already miffed that I already lost 1200 hit points by a small error of myself. At least I wasn't penetrated by artillery. A little bit of a bad shot over there, but I decided, you know what? He probably is still standing there. I tried to just clip it out because what am I supposed to do else? And, well, that is your Batchat gun. That is literally the Batchat gun as it is. So I decide to once more get some more trees down to do some more lumberjacking, and wow! I guess very unfortunate for me that the Super Conqueror was looking into this direction to give me a high roll for 463. Because I'm still reloading right now, I am kind of useless. As you can see, I can't shoot at Optic 268. I'm just getting half the spot damage because I'm sharing the spot most likely with either the Batchat or the M60, but it had to be the M60 because the M60 just did some damage and I didn't got any spot at all. And I'm already down to 220 HP, meaning I cannot do any mistake anymore. And I am stuck because we basically lost both flanks already. This game will be insanely hard for me to play. I have 700 damage at the moment, 300 for 90 spot, and yeah. I'm going once more to do a little bit of speed up because I'm going to decide myself to leave this position, which I think was actually a bad call. And you know why, boys? As long as they're not blind shooting this position, I'm still able to spot the people which are crossing over here. Actually very, very early over there. So now I see the Sheridan, actually, which was very nice. I tried to get a shot out, which I do. And sadly, the other shot didn't hit. I tried to do a blind shot because he went out of my render range. The thing which I'm doing now is I'm still looking at them, like deciding, you know what, I don't like this bush or this stone. It's a little bit too small, especially with the Batchat being on this ridge. I've decided to go over here, so I have a little bit more cover. And look at that, the Progetto gets spotted by our Batchat. 15 ways to make your meet your maker. But the problem which we're having right now is that if we are going to speed up again, I'm not able to spot this cross early enough. I'm not even spotting the Batchat over there. I think this is our Batchat, which is losing loads of hit points for that. So I'm just trying to stay here, maybe get some shots in. And the thing is, because I'm just standing right here, I'm basically spotting the same position the Batchat should be spotting himself. And I don't really think the Progetto is, like in hindsight, I don't think the Progetto will be spotting there again. And this is the thing which is the big mistake. I wasn't able to spot the 140 over there, which got way closer than he should have, and being able to kill, I think, or spot the GWE 100. Nice shot by our other Batchat over there to kill him off with a decent high roller. But yeah, you can see our RD is dying. And yeah, we are stuck here. We can't really get back. The thing, however, is now, I suddenly noticed a Super Conqueror over there, which is obviously nice. I still have a full clip, and now will be beginning the fun part. The part which tilts me the most. I see him pushing around there. I can't really do anything for our Batchat anymore, you know. 423 hit points. I guess it's time for you to say goodbye. So I decide to wait for him to shoot so I don't die. At this point we have a 50-50. You can literally see 50-50% to penetrate. By the way, an applause for the Super Conqueror getting all the RNG this game. Blind shot, high roll, and another high roll to finish off the Batchat. And then this shot which does 0 damage, not even detracking him. Obviously I get spotted because I can't double push. You can see right now, after 3 seconds, the lamp gets spotted. So I decide to do one more shot knowing that he should be reloaded. Lucky Raptor. I am not able to do again damage, getting once more very, very unlucky. And I'm stuck here. I can't really push forward because I don't know where the 430U is. And yes. Artillery just splashes casually behind all those rocks. That was a fun gaming experience. Needless to say, we are going to lose this game because of another very, very lucky counter with the Super Conqueror. You see, he was literally driving with the ass to our object, our FV183, and he doesn't penetrate. The question is, I feel like this is the game where I did the least amount of mistakes, to be honest. I think I really did the least amounts of mistakes on this game. Trying to play this position up here was alright. Sure, the enemy is doing blind shots, that is a-okay, that is totally fair. However, obviously me getting spotted while I tried to respot what was here by the EBR, without me spotting him, that was super unfortunate. Obviously, Artie was immediately there, the 430U shooting without getting spotted. That's 1200 hit points rip. I do think though that I should have just stayed over here in this position to try and spot the cross and get as much spot damage as possible. The problem was I still chickened out because I wasn't sure what the Batchat was doing over there. If you go back into the replay, we can see at this point he was dead. He died some circumstance. Actually not sure how he died. I hope this works because usually the replays tend to break for no apparent reason whatsoever. So let me just rewatch this so I can see where the mistakes happened. At this point I was dead because RT found an engaging game mechanic. Yeah, the Batchat. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't. Yeah, that's a problem. It doesn't show the last position of the players when I'm just resetting like this. They have to be spotted again. Oh, that's stupid. The thing is, when you're playing League of Legends and have their replay system, and then you have this replay system, you're like, what the hell? Why do I have to use this? But yeah, at this point in the game, the problem is those people got spotted way too late. My biggest fear is when I would have been stood back here is that if I would have tried to do double bush with this, my ass would have been looking out of here and the Batchat would have just, you know, finished me off. Especially if the Super Conqueror is doing that move. Yeah, the Batchat was still unspotted. You know, still was over there. I still didn't know where he was. So he died after me. I don't know. I feel let me know in the comment section below if you feel the same, but I feel like this is the game which I had the least amount of impact. Yes, losing all those HP up there is super, super unfortunate. But that's just how I've played it. I think like I either should have stayed up here or up here, because here I have more positions to get back into cover than here. But right here, I have to be honest. I have to be completely honest. I didn't expect that RD, especially the RD with the flattest trajectory ever in the game, except for the 261, to be able to splash back here. And then obviously having enough splash to kill me. That I didn't expect it. The thing is, I should have probably drove a little bit more forward, but then again, there was the 430 youuuu. And yeah, I don't know. What I do know is that those were the 3 games which I decided to pick out for you to see what I did wrong. In today's episode of Today I up in the Batchat 25T. Now is the question, do you like the 4-bat? And if so, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what I can do better and if I should add maybe 2 bad games and 1 good game, so you can see how some other games of the session went. I don't want to do complete commentary of all those games with everything going into detail and stuff, because then the videos would be, I don't know, like 40 minutes long, which I don't want to. And I think 20 plus minutes, which this will probably be with everything edited out, which is not necessary, will be 25 minutes long. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below. My name is RagingRaptor. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you around. Cheers.